One, two, 1, 2, 3.
My goodness. I'm right here in downtown, and they maybe unloading some shotguns. So maybe blowing some out the water. Look at all the shotgun shells. My goodness. And they still got 5 million birds and pigeons and crap laying around here. I'm hoping that's what they were shooting at, the pigeons. Damn. Man, I wish the pond was open. I meant the pool. You put about 2 or 3 old grass carp in there, it'll come back clear. Oh, man. Yummy. Man, that's therapeutic at best. Alright, y'all. My truck took a dump a couple of weeks ago. I was riding this darndest thing. I was just riding down the road. All of a sudden, it popped up on the dash. Emergency stop, truck, engine will shut off soon. Find a safe place to park. And then if you're on the interstate, it ain't that big of a deal. But if you're on these little old back roads and places, it's a little harder to find a safe place to park. So I pulled it off the side of the road, turned it off, let it sit there, and for, I don't know, a minute or so. Started it back up, and that was off. But I still could only get up to like 25, 30 miles an hour. But luckily, I was close to the gym that I was working at. And it only took me, just a little bit to get up there to it, even at 25, 30 miles an hour. So got there, called the tow truck, carried it back to my hometown down there in Dothan, Alabama. And they've had it for the past couple of weeks. Every time they get something fixed, they turn it on, something else is wrong with it. To where now they've gotten to a point where they need some parts that are on back order. So, as you can see, in the back of this car, I had to rent me a car, by the way, a little Nissan Murano. It drives pretty good, it's a good little old car. But I had to strip down to darn skeleton's parts and skeleton tools, just basic what I normally use a lot of. Rumble strips, speed strips, I don't know what you call them. Anyway, so it really kind of stinks because I have not only do I have a lot of tools, I have a lot of parts on my truck for the equipment that I work on. And I don't try to keep a humongous inventory, but I try to keep, instead of keeping a lot of one particular thing, I try to keep a bunch, a few items of a bunch of different stuff. But see, now I'm back in a bad boat here because I don't have a whole lot of stuff, and I'm having to rely a lot on shipping and stuff, and it's just, I don't know. It's just not the way I like to do things. But maybe they'll have my truck for too long. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Because I miss all the accessories on my truck, all the tools and parts, and the way I've got my truck set up, you know, and it's not anything special. It's just I've got it set up for me driving, you know, and I'm the only one that drives it, so I got it set up for me as far as, you know, power cords and, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's just individual little ideal elements that I use whenever I'm driving. But and anytime you get into a new vehicle, whenever we get new vehicles, I have to repeat that process all over again. And when you're in a rental vehicle, you don't have that option, because you're hoping you're not going to be in it long enough to really need to do all that stuff. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Maybe, like I said, maybe they'll have my truck ready before too long. Alright, y'all, in my past few videos, I've been hanging 2 of these blocks here. One there, one there, and one there. But what I saw on some of my trail cam videos is I'd only hang 2 of them up. Well, by the time a deer comes by, they're already gone, and they're constantly sniffing all around this area. So I'd kind of like from a deer to try them out and see, you know, that's really why I started making them, for the deer. So I'm hoping if I put 4 of them up there, they'll last just a little bit longer. Because usually they're gone within the first couple of nights or 3 nights after being hung up. So if I put 4 of them here, they're either gonna have one heck of a party, which is probably what's gonna happen, or there'll be some left here for the deer whenever they come by. If I know the deer will like them, of course I know a coon and possibly anything else can climb a tree, but I put them up higher, just for the deer. But that's what I put those there for. So we're gonna see how long 4 of them will last. 1, 2, you see all 4 of them right there. But anyway, these darn coons have gotten down here and dug in this ground for this corn. And I know what it is. I spread that attractant right here. And they are digging down in the, you know, just digging a big old hole. I've only got probably another 3 or 4 weeks left on these sites, this one and that one down the hill down there. So, yeah, you can see some hickory nuts been gnawed into by squirrels. So I know there's been some squirrels around here too. Of course, squirrels are everywhere. But man, they dig all in that dirt there now. Get them holes. So we're gonna see how that works out.